So as you can see, it's so much easier now to make forms. All I have to do is just pass this FlutterForm widget. Then we have to pass our FlutterForm data. Here we have to pass the FlutterForm name and pages. So this is the form. I can just pass anything here. I can click enter. I can select the details. I can click OK. I can fill up the form. So if I want, I can simply pass the image layout, right, expanded for the basic information, and let's pass this image. And I can simply go paste that image, hit hot restart, go back, and you can see it's so much easier. The layout automatically changes. If I want, I can just pass left expanded, and that's it. I can hot restart, and now the image is on the left side. Hey, what's up everyone? I'm Ishmakan and welcome to my YouTube channel. So in this video, we'll be making a FlutterForm application which will be completely open source, and we'll make that and deploy it on pub.dev in this entire video. So basically it is an alternative for the Typeform, and we'll be making a FlutterForm as an alternative. So the idea is that I wanted to integrate forms for survey inside my website, but I wasn't able to find a solution which is customizable as well as it is not paid. So I tried Google Forms, but it was not much customizable, and I tried Typeform, but it has some limitations and a paid plan. So for that reasons, I thought that I'll make this particular video where I'll make a complete package to make Flutter forms, which will be like Typeform, and we can customize it, but it is written all in Flutter, and we'll deploy that on pub.dev by the end of this video. Before going any further, if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please do that, as it will really help the channel out. Just go to my channel and click this subscribe button. There are a lot of interesting videos that you can watch as well, and I think you might like. So make sure to subscribe. On that note, let's start this video and begin. So here we can see that this is the website of Typeform. And if you don't know what Typeform basically is, it is helpful to make customizable forms for survey, for rating, for any other purpose. For your own brand, you can just integrate Typeform, and it is pretty useful as well. So here you can see that they have pricing plan. Free plan they have, but it is very much limited to almost just 10 responses at maximum. So I was not sure for that. So that is why I am planning in this video to make my own Typeform for Flutter. So let's go to the dashboard now, and inside the dashboard you can see that I have my Typeform which I have made. So let me go copy the link and I'll show you and paste this link. So you can see that this is the basic form that we are having here. You can type anything. We can click, okay, so numbers only, I have made it. So we can type anything, we can click enter, and then based on that, we can click submit the form. That's it. So here you can see that I can edit it, and we can change a lot of details here. So I can change everything like layout. So we will be changing all of that. We'll be handling inside Flutter. So layout also we'll add based on enum, whatever layout we want. So we can automatically change our form. Perfect. So we can change that. We can also change the type of that form as well. It is multiple choice, it is contact info, it is address, it is phone number, short text. So we will be able to integrate most of them in this video. So we have multiple types of forms here in Typeform. I'll be making the most important ones that I feel in this video. If you need a part 2 of that, let me know in the comments and I'll definitely make a part 2 as well. So here you can see that I can customize every single detail in this video, and yeah, I can add an image, I can specify the layout of that, and it just works. Alright, so let's first see how we'll be making an alternative for Typeform. Let me open up notes and we'll do some planning on that. Awesome. So here, what we have, we'll be making our Flutter form. There will be some objects that we will be needing here that I'm going to write. For example, we'll need a class for form. We'll be needing a class for page. So we'll make a class for this entire form. We'll have some attributes in that plus list of pages. And each page that we have, this includes each page that will be a form type, layout, enum, and image address. So we'll add all those details. Alright, so something like that we will be making in this video. So the form that we'll have, it will have attributes like name of that particular form, type, enum we can pass. Then we'll have pages, which will be list of pages. On page edit, it will be a callback for every page that is edited. And on page submitted, so on form submitted, finally we can call this callback. And last, show method will navigate to our screen that we'll make and show the entire form and all the pages inside that. So this is like the basic flow that we'll be making in this video. First, let's create our own Flutter project. So I'll open up Android Studio, set up a project. So I'll name the project as FlutterForm. Click new project. And there we go, we have our project made. I'll first remove the boilerplate code that we have. Perfect. Then inside the lib folder, what we will do is I'll create first models. So we'll change the entire project in a package at the end of this video. First, we'll just make the entire project. So we'll create models, we'll create constants, we'll create views. Inside the models, what I will do, I'll create a Dart file for form, I'll create for page, and I will create inside the constants, there will be a enums and there will be colors, there will be a theme. Yeah, that would be it. Next, inside the enums, I'll be making different. So here, let's refer to our notes. So here you can see that we have our form. Inside the form, we have a class. So let's make a class for that. And here, first thing we have is name. So final string name of that form. Next, we have is a enum of type. So we'll say and let's create our class for pages. Here we can see that we have a heading, description and answer. Perfect. For this answer type, let's make an enum inside our enums. Yeah. and answer type will be of different types. So let me just copy all of these types here. Perfect. So once we have that, let's include our form page. And for the page, let's import our answer type enums. Now inside the main dot, it is looking for a page. So let's go. And for now, let's go to our form page. Here we'll create our form. So it will pass our form. There we go. Perfect. So this form page that we have to assign, and it will be passed as form model. Okay. So for now, let's create here, we'll pass the form name, on submitted, on page edited, and we'll pass pages. Here we'll use our page model, and we'll pass heading, description, and answer type. Now let's create our form page. So inside the lib, let's create views. Alright, it's already there. Inside that, let's create another Dart file for our form page. Import material. Let's create a stateless class known as form page. Let's create a scaffold, background color, body. That's it. Now inside the body, what we want is, as you can see, it has to be aligned inside the center of that screen. So from top, from vertical and horizontally, it has to be in the center. So what we will do is, I'll create a scaffold, children. Let's pass background color as white for now. And here let's make this. So we have our heading here. For each page we'll have. So I'll do one thing, and here inside the main dot, I'll create multiple pages. So let's copy that and paste it here. And what's your age, I'll make, and let me hot restart. Perfect. I can scroll these. So what's your name, what's your age, and again what's your name. Perfect. Let's remove the banner first. So here let's set the debug show check banner as false. hot restart, the banner will go away. Now inside the form view, for the list view, I'll create a physics, page scroll physics. Great. Next, I'll make the UI for this. So let's go and let's design it here and arc here and the desktop. Perfect. Instead of this center text, I'll remove that text here. Now we need a row first. So we have a row. We have a text here, arrow. After that, we have one column. And this text field, text and a button. So let's make that. Okay, so it's looking a little bit same now. As you can see, it is aligned to the left and we have our index. So that is right. Next I'll do is I'll change the styling for this button. So let's pass the style here, elevated button dot style from. We'll pass our background color. For now, I'll just pass colors dot blue. Okay. Let's inspect and I'll just take the text color from there. Okay, so our button is styled properly and is looking good as well. I'll just add some spacing between them. So sized box of width 4 or maybe a little less than that. But yeah, it's looking fine. So I'll just pass that. Our button is looking nice. Next, let's format our heading. So our heading is looking a little bit smaller still. So I'll just go here and for the heading, let's create our headline medium. And let me close this. Yep. Okay, so let's go with small. Yeah, I think it's fine now. After that, here we'll create only left 26, and from vertically alright, now this is done. Next, let's style this one and the arrow. Icon buttons are done, and it's looking pretty same here as well, like we have in Typeform. Now what we will do is let's add some spacing to this space change widget that we have. I'll go there inside the form, and let's add some sized box width between these two and a comma. Alright, let's decrease it a bit, 12. That will do the job. Awesome. Next, what we'll do is here I'll make this container and wrap this with inkwell. And convert container into ink. Same thing here also. Inkwell and convert this widget to ink. Now on tap we will pass, we can pass. So controller we have, I'll just use that. So as you can see here, I have changed list view with the page view widget, and so that we can easily animate to page and then index I can decrement. So now I can go to the Chrome, and you can see that I can easily scroll down and I can scroll up as well. Perfect. Now we have to limit the scroll if it is less than that. So I'll just add here if index is less than 0, we'll simply so if the index is greater than equals to 0, then we will animate, otherwise we will not animate. So what this will do is, now as you can see, I can't go up anymore, but I can go down. Let's add this limit on the down arrow as well. But not anymore. So I cannot scroll further. So here this will work just fine. Perfect. So now our website, our form is looking a lot like Typeform. You can see that it has a scroll as well. And here we have the form. So let's define. So right now we have different types of form. So if I go inside the edit form section, you can see that this is the particular form that we are having. Next, what we need is we have to change the styling for this text field. We have to add a style there. Right now I am adding text here, but the style is little bit smaller. So I'll go to the form. Let's add cursor as well. So here cursor, color, and color I'll add. So we can just type that and it just works. Perfect. Let's make this enter as well. Press enter. So for that we'll go here and inside the button I'll wrap this with a row. So alright, this will work as well. So our short answer is done and it's looking pretty much same. Now what we have to do is we can change, right? So here we can change the type of that form. So we'll make different types of form according to the form type that we are passing. So let me add a const here. And this is the particular, so only portion that will change is this portion right here. So if I make it as multiple choice, you can see that after the description, whatever we have here, this text field will change. So now I'll just take this widget out, and inside widgets I'll create one folder for our form type widgets, and inside that I'll add a short text. Let's paste that text field and let me get the text theme as well. Alright, now let's use this short text inside our form page. Here we have to get based on the enum that we are passing. So accordingly we will get that. So let me create one method here, get answer widget, which will be of type switch case. We'll make first and here I'll just assign. So we'll have our widget dot page dot answer type. Perfect. Now this answer type, let's go there, and these are our options that we can get. So let me create breaks for all of these. So cases I'll mix. If it is a short text, then we'll simply return our short text widget. Alright, now let's just copy that and return get answer widget. Makes sense. So you can see it's working fine. Else what I'll do here after this, I'll return a sized box for now. Perfect. Now inside our main.dart, what I'll do is inside the main.dart, so I'll change the second page type to phone number and I'll click hot restart. Now the first one is short text and second one you can see that there is no text field because I have default passed as sized box. So here let's create for our phone number a widget. So our phone text field is done as well. As you can see, phone flag, and then we can pass our phone number. So whatever the phone number it will be, user can pass that. So that is done, and here we have our phone number widget. Next, let's make some other widget as well. So let's go back and click on address. And here we can see that we have multiple address. So let's go and make this widget. There we go. So all right, this is also done. Next we have is our, let's go back to our form page. Now left is yes, no and multiple choices. So UI for those two is pretty much same. So if I go to yes, no, you will be able to see that. Yeah, yes, no, you can see that it is also like multiple choices that we have here. So let's create UI for multiple choice first. Okay, so now our multiple choice is done as well, as you can see. And let me show you side by side. So here we go. Multiple choices we have, and yeah, it's looking same exactly. Next, what we have to do is we have to make a, on clicking enter, it has to go on the next page. And if I'm tapping on A, B or C alphabets, then it should automatically go to the next page by clicking on that multiple choice option. So here, let's go to our form page, and let's, the size box we have, right? So let me go back, item builder, yeah, and wrap this scaffold with raw keyboard listener. Here we can pass on key, which will give us event. Now it requires a focus node, so I'll just pass here focus node. There we go. So we need to pass auto focus, and then we are getting event, and enter key we are getting. So I can print enter, and I'm getting enter key. So perfect. Let's remove this, and on clicking enter, what we have to do is basically we have to go to the next page. This will give us that particular page to us. Let's go to these pages, and I'll just remove final from here so that we can manipulate these pages now. Otherwise, let's create a list of string as a result, and let's make that a array, and let's add that as well. Perfect. So once we have added that, now we can add all of the data inside this array that we have. Perfect. So let me just go, and how we are populating the data. So let me open up the main.dart here. On page edited, it will be called. So let me just go there. All right, so we can able to, as you can see, I'll just hot restart once, and now I can just type hello, enter, I can tap and it will automatically go down. I can just go hello Dave. I can click outside or I can click inside, click enter, it will go down, and up arrow key and down arrow key is working fine. Also inside the logs in main.dart on page edited, I am getting the text and our options as well. So that is good. I'll remove this on field submitted from here. So on field submitted, we don't need that. On page edited is fine. Okay, on forms it is okay. So now it's working correct. Next, what we have to do is we have to add image. We have multiple layouts for the image. For example, let me go here. You can see that layout is this one, this one, this one. So we have in total 6 different layouts for the image that we can add. So I've already added in the enum, you can see image layout, different layouts, and with these layouts we need to change the position of the image, and we have to add image now inside our form. Let's see how we can do that. Here, let's go back. So the all change that we have to do is inside our form page. So right now this form page is having for the in between. So it can be used for the in between, it can be used for the right, and it can be used for the left. Let's add an image here. So after description, let's create an image. and we got a nice aspect ratio as well. So it looks good. Only problem is that it should be after description. So let me take this out and let's paste it after the description. So we have a sized box for the answer, and let's first paste that. Great. Let's see some sizing. So here we have the top as I'll pass 24 and correct. That will do the work. 24 and 24. Okay, so now our layout for between is done. We have to do another layouts as well. Let's do for another one. For example, if it is on the right side. So side layout. Now if I go in my form page, I can pass is right as true, and for the left layout I can use the same widget. Let's paste that, but this time I'll make it as false. And inside the main dot dart, let me change the layout to left now. So the image will come to the left. Works, right? Here also we can change that to the left side. Next layout that we have inside is this expanded one. So it is similar to that, but let's make it. So I'll duplicate this and I'll make it side expand layout. So now you can see that it is having 50% and expanded to the right, and this one is in the left side, the sized box. Next, what we have to do, instead of this sized box 40 width, we'll make it as expanded, so it will take the complete size of the remaining 50. Otherwise we can make it 50 as well. And let's make the column as start and center. Okay, we'll also need some padding. So you can see that it is having some spacing around it. So let's add that padding as well. And I'll say symmetric horizontally 10 width. Okay, let's make it as 5. Yeah, and this works. Next, what we want is this expanded is right 50 and 100 with 50 and 100. So I can go in the inside my views form and let's change the main.dart to our left expanded. And inside the form page, the side expanded layout, let me copy that to the left expanded as well. And I'll just pass is right as false. Let's hot restart. And there we go. We have on our left side now. There is last for the background. So last image layout that we have is we can make image in the background and then text will come. It's pretty easy actually. So let's go inside our widgets. We have our image layouts, and like we have image layout, I'll just copy that and I'll create one expanded layout from here. Let's create our fit and cover. There we go. So it is now expanded and we can add the text. As you can see that these buttons that we have and everything is repeated a lot. So we can centralize that at one place for the basic layout. So I'm going to create that basic layout and I'm going to paste that. Next, we can simply pass all of the details here. So it requires index file first. Let's make the text theme. Yeah. Next, it requires some page index on page change, all of that same stuff. So I'm going to pass all of that as well. So now it's pretty easy for us to change layout and change stuff. I can make it as right layout with, for example, I can make it multiple choice. I can add description, I can add options, yeah, and hit hot restart, and it will automatically adapt to that situation, whatever details we want. Perfect. Let's make it as a right expanded. Better. So once we've added that, next what we can do, let's see. So on tap, it is navigating to next page. So it is working pretty fine. Next, what we can do is we can add inherited widget inside our package, because you can see that a lot of these properties we have to pass on each screen. So it is a very lengthy process, and for debugging, it is not at all an ideal way to do this. So for this, let's create inherited widget first. So here I'm going to pass and create an inherited widget. So inside widgets only, let's create an inherited widget for us. Perfect. So now once we have added that, we can use this inherited widget all over the place. Now we'll use this inside our screens. Now here, let me wrap this with my inherited widget. Okay, let me wrap this with form, FlutterForm details. And let's pass all of the details here. So we'll be needing this information, that is widget.form this, widget.form that. So I'm just going to pass those here. Yeah, so let's just, this is all right. Yeah, these ones, and I'm going to paste them here. and here let me print. So here I'll get all of the pages. So pages dot for each element dot to JSON. I'll just print them, nothing fancy. And this pages list of. Alright, I added print as well. Now let's convert this to for loop and that's it. Let's hot restart. Let's go to the browser. Now if I click on OK, it's going to next page. OK, it's going to next page and submit. I should be able to get all of the JSON. So 1, 2 and 3. I am getting all of the JSON and that means the page object. So each page object has controller, the options that the user has passed. So all of these details we have, which can be further passed to Firebase, which can be stored anywhere in any database, or they can send an email as well. So we can do a lot of logical stuff here once the form is submitted. So that is great. One thing that is left right now is everything is done, everything is working fine, is this. One thing is on clicking, I am unable to select the multiple choice options because right now only short text has that. Let's go there. Perfect. So this is done as well. And now whatever field we'll have, we can get the information. Now, final step, I'll make a form and let you guys know how it is made. Awesome. So as you can see, it's so much easier now to make forms. All I have to do is just pass this FlutterForm widget. Then we have to pass our FlutterForm data. Here we have to pass the FlutterForm name and pages. So inside there, I can pass multiple pages, whatever I want. I can pass the answer type, options, contact info, address, phone number, long type text, yes, no. And after completing that form, I'll be getting all of the pages information that I can log. I can upload it on Firebase, or I can email them, or I can do anything in that. So that is it we have to do, and let me show you how it looks. So this is the form. I can just pass anything here. I can click enter. I can select the details. I can click OK. I can fill up the form. I'll get all of the information. I can click OK. I can pass the address. I can pass the phone number here. I can pass the feedback if I have anything. I can pass the satisfaction, yes, no. I can click submit and I'll be getting all of the information as you can see. Either it is read, what text it was, and what was the heading text was passed, phone as that. So all of the information no was there we'll be getting from the form, and it is pretty easy. Also, I can pass images. So if I want, I can simply pass the image layout as, for example, right expanded for the basic information, and let's pass this image. So I can pass a network image. Let me go and get an image. I can get an image about a person. I can get any image, copy the image address, and I can simply go paste that image, hit hot restart, go back, and you can see it's so much easier. The layout automatically changes. If I want, I can just pass left expanded, and that's it. I can hot restart, and now the image is on the left side. So it's a good alternative for the Google form, because Google form is very much limited and what we can do with that. But it is a similar like we have Typeform. So the way Typeform is, I made it exactly like that, as you can see, right? So I can have all of these inside the Typeform. We can change the image layout in these different manners. We can make it expanded right, expanded left, right, left, in between, and as the background. Same we can do inside just with our Flutter app as well. I can make it as left. What it will do, it will pass the image for the left side. I can make it for the right, and it will make it as right expanded. I can make it as background as also if I want to, and that will be added as the complete background for my form. So anything we can do, and we can make forms very easily for our website, and we can add this for different. So I can make it like left expanded for this one, favorite color. I can pass the image layout, and let me pass a image in the Android Studio, hit hot restart, and let's go to the browser. You can see I can pass, okay, basic information, okay, yes, Marken, enter. It's pretty easy, right? Favorite color. Now let's change the color, the image layout to right expanded instead, because one will be left expanded, another will be right expanded. Let's hot restart. You can see, okay, yes, I can click enter, and it's on the right side favorite. So I can pass red color, okay, center form. So it's pretty easy to make forms this way. So that is it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you do, please like it, subscribe my channel, and the package will be available on pub.dev as well. So make sure to check that out from the description box. So with all that being said, I'm Ishmakan. Peace out.